Hello everyone, and thanks for watching Edupedia World videos. This is Sabyuddin Ahmed Siddiqui. Now I have brought you the tutorial number 27 with the method creation. We have understood about the method declaration, method definition and method call. So now we are going to implement all these three methods or these three types of functions or phases of method creation. So now we are going to put them into practical and we are going to implement one by one. So now we have you can see 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 methods and the 7th methods, right? All these 7 methods will make a sense to a program that why we are going to create this thing and why and how do they work. So in each you can say wave of creation of these methods, you can see that clearly so that you can learn easily and you can call these methods. Now continuing with this main part, what we have to do here is I'm just going to remove these things and I will be using the control only. In all these methods I'm going to define what each method has to do. So keep watching. I'm coming to the method wise. Now first of all I'm just going to call something and I want to just use something. You will see that what we will have to do, and we are going to just add value and to declare the values. If you want to calculate something, some values, and let's suppose if you want to add an integer, add a number in integer format, so you can just use. I have kept this void to just avoid the returning type. First of all, understand this thing. This is static. Void means it has no returning type, that is why it is kept void. If the signature or if something changes to integer, double, float or string, something like that, so they work accordingly. This is the method name, this is add is the method name, this is void is a data type, and this is a static. Public static means it can be accessed publicly and the method will be seen by all the methods within the program. So what you have to do here is just define the method. Let's suppose what you are going to do, if this is integer base, or just I'm just going to do a double data type. You can see that I'm just going to create this method int a b and c. If we are correct, then okay, we are going fine. Now what I have to do is here a equals to integer dot parse integer, and then you have a G option pane here dot show input in dialog. Now you can see that you're already familiar with this J option pane. J option pane dot show input dialog. Now put the brackets and put the remaining part in it. Null, enter, enter the value of a, right? Now here you can just type in something, addition, the name of the program, the name of the G option, what you are going to do and what the G option pane is going to do. Then option pane dot information message, right? If even you don't write anything, doesn't matter, but in the previous videos you have seen that I use one type here, that is JDialog dot set default look and feel decorated boolean default is true. So what will happen if you don't need to decorate your G option, this will automatically be done with the use of this JDialog.set default look and feel decorated true. Let's suppose if this color is blue, so this will appear in a blue color. If I'm not writing anything, as you can see that, so that you can see the difference what is happening. So let it go with this option. Now I'm copying this, Control C, and control V, pasting is here again, so that you can see the value in B can be taken, right? This is the parse engine, and you have to change the message value of B, right? This is addition. And now you will be using the third statement, that is J option panes show message. C equals to, first C equals to calculate, C equals to A plus B. Now you have calculated, now you need to show the result, that is option pane dot show message, right, null, and you can just write this result of A plus B is, yes, you can just put plus C. Now the result is done, and now put comma and then result, okay, and then the J option pane dot information. That's it. So now you will see that this will appear. I'm just calling this a comprehensive method, but you know that I've saved this, I'm just calling this, and I have just used addition. Now see what happens. I'm running this, enter a value of A, as you know that I've typed in 2 or whatever number is okay. B, then now the result is 45. You have seen that, and this looks pretty much better and good, and make you feel better that the color changed to blue, and according to the definition of the J option pane. So continuing with this, clicking on this cross buttons, you will see that there are some errors will appear in the output window here. As you know, in the previous video we have seen this and we have fixed them. So now clicking on this, so now this time it does not come up with the error because there is no condition defined and no other directions. So, and basically this is not the confirm dialog box. So if this is a confirm dialog box, then you will see that the J option pane will encounter errors. So now continuing with the next method, again one method is done, you have to just copy and paste, or if I'm just removing this thing from here and I'm just calling this here, let's see what happens. J dialog set true. So now what happens if I have not defined there? Okay, now you have to reduce the code. If it is working, then it's okay. Now see that I'm again running the program. See, yes, it is working fine. So cancel, it's okay. When you put cancel, this, yes, using cancel, it has some complaints that why have you done this and something like that. Main Java lang number format exception is null. That means it requires that you should type in some number value. That is why if you want to fix it, you know that we have to use exceptions. So once you use the exceptions and fix it by using exception, you will see that there is no error code like this, which you have just seen in the output window, right? So now continuing with the next, I'm just copying this all, I'm just removing this J dialog from here, and I've reduced the method code. So now moving on to the next method, that is multiplication. Again copy this all, Control C and then Control V. You have seen that is all appear. Enter value AB. Addition, here you can change the title name to subtract to multiplication. This is also multiplication, right? So now you can see that this is the method created. I have changed the name of the J option pane, and you can see the appearance will be according to the name. Now result remains the same. Now here the operator you need to change, that is multiplication star sign, that is known as asterisk. So this is used to multiply, and now you can just call this function. Now this is okay ready function. Now we are going to test this. Now methods run 2 2. Okay, what happens then? See, multiplication appears 1 2 3. The result is 276. Okay, now I'm just closing this. You saw that the main calls the function whatever is written there, so this will be executed once. That means sequence will be first, this is second, this is third, this is fourth, this is fifth, and this is sixth, right? So basically they should not execute one after another. There should be a user choice. Once the addition is done, there should be a screen which should ask you that do you want to continue or to stop addition or adding numbers, or it should come up with the main menu screen where you can choose other options or programs to run, like multiplication, division, subtraction, generating table event based, and factorial, and something other, all other type of methods like quadratic equations and linear equations and something like that. Okay, so basically if these are the options, so they should be displayed after the completion of the result. When the result is displayed, the control window should appear or the menu window should appear so that the user can continue, or there should be a message whether you want to continue the same operation or if you want to exit. So we have the control to direct the program or method accordingly. Now you have created two methods, addition, multiplication, and I'm going to create the third one. Let's suppose if you want to change this integer, so that you have the change, instead of integer I'm just going to change this double so that you have the information. Now what you have to do, you have to change this to double, and parse double. Right, now this will read the information, otherwise won't. It will simply take the information but do not process. Double dot parse double, right? And same in the same way, if you want to use float, if you want to use long, double long parse double parse long parse float. So these are the supporting parsing statements which are used separately with the different data types here we have in Java. Now okay, so you can just use, or you can just write enter the value of a with decimal or without decimal. You can just ask the message in the message with decimals, right? With decimals, right? Now here it will ask according to the type of calculator is changed. Now the multiplication is of fractions so that you can do everything. Now the same part I'm just going to just copy again from this to the next, that is division. That is division. So integer, parse integer, okay, just I'm just going to change the division, and here I'm going to change the sign, that is the result sign, asterisk, or you can just put multiplication a into b is right. So multiplication, division, now value of a, now here you have put multiplication, now here you're going to change this to division. Now here the name of dialog, title, division. Now result of a plus, not a plus, result of a divided by b is plus c, and then this method is ready. Now you have a subtraction. You have a subtraction here, again copy this method here. Basically this is already run method, I'm just going to close it, or do not look at, towards this dialog opened. Integer a, subtraction, again a minus b, I've changed the operator, and then now value of a, this is a subtraction, just change the name of the dialog box, subtraction, then this is the subtraction, subtraction, right? Now you have changed the sign a minus b, and now the displaying sign is should be a minus b. Now the result is this. Now these four methods are done, and now we are moving towards the table. This will be the totally new method to you. I'm going to save it first and to run so that you can see that all the methods are working. It should be closed. Now I'm running the file. You can see the methods will appear one after another. So you decide yourself, do this look good, or do this give you a professional approach, or this is all at random. To, let's suppose addition we are performing 2 3 5. Okay, now we have multiplication 2.3 multiplied by 4.5, right? The answer is 10.35. okay, you have the right to check the answer. Then okay, then division method is 34 divided by 32, right? So there is an error, 34 divided by 32. So if these types of errors appear, so when you put them into exceptions, you can see that number format exception. Now let us see what was the error. Now you can see I'm just bypassing this. Okay, 9. okay, then division 30 divided by 5. Now it terminates. There is some kind of error, right? So let us check what is the error. Now again I am running the file. You can see that. So we will be putting some exceptions as far as the statements are written correct. And one, I'm just bypassing this by shortening the values, right? Then your division 23 divided by 4, right? Here it is not working because maybe I have not put any exception, or let us put exception and then we will see that what happens. If the error persists, we will have to look into the problem deeply. Now moving on to subtraction. So you can see that if I'm changing the position of this division, or I'm just remarking it here so that we can just see the result of subtraction. So just continue with this. Okay, and then this is subtraction. Yes, it is working. 21 minus 24 minus 3. Yes, answer is correct. Now we are going to just carry on the instructions. We have created all four methods, and the division method has some problem. As such, method wise there is no problem. And why is it not? Just let me fix with the try catch statement. If it is working, then it is okay. Try. I'm going to use exception. Exception number n, and I'm just using system.out so that you can see the error. Println error plus n, that's it. So the type of error will be highlighted, that what it has, what it contains. Let's see what happens. First of all, I'm just remarking all that. I just want to see the result of division. That's what I have put the remarks over here. I do not want to run them. Now see what happens. If it is working, that means it has some type of returning expressions. 22 divided by 7. Yes, answer is 3. It's okay. So the main problem that division, we have to put some try statement, or let us run all the methods in the same way as we had exercised them. Now you can see this, I have removed all the comments and are continuing, so that all the errors removed initially. Now continuing with this and running the file again. Now let's suppose A1 1 2, okay, multiplication 12 multiplied by 34 32.32, okay, the answer is 387.84000003. It's okay. Now the answer is maybe correct. I'm not the mathematician. Okay, enter the value of A. Yes, 224 divided by 4. Yes, answer is 6. Before that it was not working. That means it has some type of returning option. That is why it is creating error. So we have fixed the problem, and now continuing with the table. And the last one is subtraction, 334 minus 56 minus 56. Okay, now answer is 20 minus 22. Okay, when you subtract from small number to a big number, so you will see that some kind of errors. Now coming to the table is going to be created. Now what to include? First of all, you have to decide. Just take paper pencil and then write what are you going to design with the table. Let's suppose here my concept is this, that I want to take table number, table start value and ending value, right? Before creating table, I am going to take you towards the control, that is menu, and we will do table and factorial in the next video, so that you can see the exercise clearly. So now coming onto the menu, so that you can control the options here. Now I'm just calling one option here, message, and J input dialog. I'm just taking this one, only one statement I need, and I have to copy this. I have copied this, and then I'm going to put it here. Yes, this is appeared here, and this is saying that there is some kind of error. Let's see what kind of error is this. Okay, let's see. Semicolon expected. Yes, we have not put the semicolon here. You can see that now this is here. Now what I'm going to do, you can see that clearly. I'm going to make a list of choices here, and here I'm just writing main menu, and then you can see that this will appear, and you will see that what happens. The option pane into dialog box, and within this I have lots of work to do here. Let's suppose one, what to include. Addition, then you have \n 2 dash subtraction, multiplication, and then you have division, and then you have number 4 is subtraction, number 5 is tables, and number 6 is factorial, and number 7 is definitely exit the program. Program exit. right? So these are the options. When you run this, you will see that all these options will appear. Now I have saved the file, and then I am continuing with this. I am calling menu instead of calling all these 4 functions, or just I'm putting the remarks over here and then calling, or just simply deleting all of them, and I'm calling here menu. Menu is called now. What is menu? You can see this is the menu. Now run the file, see which things take effect. You have to see this clearly. Yes, the menu started, and you can see all the information comes here. Now you have seen that the information is stored here. Okay, so now you can use this in a way you continue with this. So cancel, yes, again run this, but the problem is that you have not connected with the other options. Okay, there is no problem. Now menu, what I have to do is here you have to just put a try catch block here, try and catch block here, and the try catch block I am just putting the block bracket catch, then again catch body. Now exceptions, exception menu or exception mn, and the same GUI pane, but the message should be GUI pane dot show message dialog. Message dialog, put the semicolon there, and you can see that it is closed now. Right here what you have to do, error, you can write invalid choice, error invalid choice. You will come to know that which option should be placed, or enter correct option, right? And this message is the error message, error. You can put invalid choice input, invalid option selected, or invalid option selected, or you can write unlisted option selected, unlisted option selected, right? Unlisted option selected. So you will see that the information will track, and here after this method you have to call the menu again. Now you have called the menu here after catch if there is any problem, right? So you can see that I'm just running this. Let's suppose I have pressed 8. So it has not worked. Maybe there is something wrong. Now basically why is it not working focusing? Because you can see that we need to implement any kind of such as control structure, that is condition statement. If I receive the value and I have not received any value, that is why it is not responding in a way that we have fixed this. Okay, now keep watching. I am going to implement this thing. Let's suppose again I am just using the choice integer ch equals to integer dot parse integer bracket open GUI pane input dialog box, right? And then just close this with the bracket. Okay, now here you will check or test, or if you are going to use a switch. Let's suppose I'm going to use a switch here. or if you can just use this, if ch equals to 1, what to do then? Add. Okay, else if ch equals to 2, then I'm not using switch now, I'm just focusing on if, so that your if structure become perfect. Now else if ch equals to 2, then multi, then you have else if statement here, else if ch equals to 3, then you have division, right? Then else if ch equals to 4, then you have subtraction, right? And then else if ch equals to 5, then you have table, right? And then else if equals to 6, then you have factorial, and then if the last choice, what is the last choice? Last choice is your exit. Else if equals to 7, then exit. That's it. Okay, system.exit. System.exit. System.exit 0. No arguments. You have to terminate the system. And the last state which you receive here, that is else J option pane dot show message dialog, simply invalid choice, entered. That's it. Re-input your choice or re-input the number, right? So now you have error in choice input, or the number not found, error choice is not found, right? Choice is not found. J option pane dot error message. That's it. Now you can see this is fixed. Now we are going to try run this. Now let's see what happens. So I'm just going to call this, and I have called this menu here. Now see what happens. And after each execution I'm going to add the method. Now see, I'm going to tell you the thing. Basically this is when you run this will run, but one option will be run at one time, because I have not called the menu after these menus. Now I'm going to show you run this once, and then we are going to add it. 1, okay, enter value of a 7, 8, 15. When I click OK, this will terminate automatically. That's it. Now what it has to do, basically you have to call the menu after this, so that this will keep on calling the menu, and menu will be in your contact, right? So you can see this, that the program is done with the use of methods and if structure. You saw that else if choice exit, and else, that means if not found, then menu. You have fixed from all angles. Now you can see this. If I run this, you will see that it will stand over there and it will ask you to use a choice. If you do not put the correct choice, it won't go off. See, 9, invalid choice, enter re-input, error choice not found. Okay, then if I am just cancelling this, error invalid choice, enter correct option, enter correct option. That means it will not let you go without entering the correct value which you have set. For example, you have set 7 for exit. If you give 7, then it will exit, otherwise it won't. I am just clicking this cross. This is also handled, you can see that. So this is here now, and one error is there. If you have noticed that it is coming up in a blue form. Okay, empty. Okay, cannot accept anything. So in all the ways through, you can see that it is fixed now, but there is one error which we are going to fix now. That is this exception is this should not be information message, this is error message, so that it appears red, error message, right? So this is okay now. You can see that we have fixed all the errors, nothing is going out of this way. So I hope you will like this. And now I'm just using all the methods to demonstrate by running this. You can see 1 addition, 1 plus 1 2, okay, again 2 addition, enter value of a with decimals, 2.3 with 5.2, 11.95999 something like that. Then again takes you to the main menu, division, D, third. Now 33 divided by 11, 3 is okay. Now you have fourth option, subtraction, 32 minus 13, 19. It's okay now. Now table and factorial are under construction. We will discuss them in the next video, so that you can see the working, how the event based programs are written and how do these things work. So I'm hopeful that you will see that in the next tutorial, in the next video, that you will have some expertise in writing programs. I hope you will like this. Now I forgot to write one thing. I'm just going to edit in front of you right now. See that if the choice is 7, this is exit. Now you can put the G option pin over here to go to say bye. Show message. Now thanks for using the calculator. Now just message should be something like something different. Information message, it's okay now. You can just remove this thing. And now message, I am just going to just write thanks for using the calculator. Here any kind of message, let's suppose keep using. Okay, now I have saved this, and now I am just running to show you the final touch. We have not programmed table and factorial. and now I'm just putting 7, option number 7, to show you the change. Keep using. Thanks for using the calculator. Okay, now this is your calculator, and you can program easily by using if structure and exceptions I have included here, and you must be well aware of using exceptions. I have removed all the unnecessary code. I'm just removing this also, so this becomes the clear code, and there is no, and this code is hassle free. You can use it anytime, anywhere, right? So everything is working fine, and the code is in front of you. So I hope you will like this. Thanks for watching. We will continue with the same code, and we will be putting the code here in the table and factorial. So thanks for watching. I hope you will like it.